Hey everybody, happy Teensy Tuesday. My name is Gianna and my wisdom tooth is growing in. It literally hurts so badly on my bottom right side. And it like even hurt to just say that, but we're getting through this video. We're excited about it. It's got good content. We got a good topic. We are excited. But if my mouth is moving a little weird, that's why. So if you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know I appreciate all the love you guys give me. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm filming a bunch of videos next week and I'm just excited to get stuff out for you guys. So today's topic is hygiene on the Disney cruise ship. And I took this as like while you were working on the Disney cruise because like who wants to know about hygiene of a guest? That's like kind of weird. So hygiene, as far as it goes, is when you're working on a ship, when you're living on a cruise ship, when you're living on a boat, when you don't have access to as many things as you do on land. What is hygiene like? So we're gonna talk about that. Earlier in the year, I watched this Netflix show called Girls Incarcerated. If you haven't seen it, it's really good and I recommend it. It's like a not live. It's like a real depiction of like what's actually happening in like this all-girl jail, but like for kids, what's that called? Like a juvenile detention center. And it's like sad because they did bad stuff, but like also they're just like so cute and innocent like kids, you know? So anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up is because they don't have any access to like razors or anything like that. So the way that they handle like beauty things is very interesting. Like for example, they'll take a thread out of their clothing and then they will like thread each other's eyebrows. They'll like learn how to do it, or they'll like thread their own leg hair or thread their own armpit hair or like crazy stuff like that. And that is very similar to what it was like on the ships. I mean, we had access to razors, we had access to a lot of things, but we didn't have access to people who could wax us or things like that, if that makes sense. Living on the cruise ship, it was kind of like you barter like goods for services kind of thing. Like working in the Bippity Boppity boutique, we definitely had like a very good lineup of girls that knew how to do stuff. Like we had one girl that knew how to tint eyebrows. We had one girl that knew how to wax, kind of. We had one girl that bought a gel manicure kit off of Amazon and one girl that bought a gel light off Amazon. So we did what we had to do. So we would trade like, I don't know, foods or things that we would get offshore for like a manicure. Or, oh, like I'll do this for you if you can tint my eyebrows. So like sometimes we would just have cabin parties where like we would get our eyebrows tinted or whatever, and we would all stand around, all like, you know, 10 of us in the little cabin with our tints on our eyebrows. And that was not even a thing I ever even did before I worked on cruise line, but I was like, everybody else is doing it, so I'm gonna do it too. And I guess like now I'm thinking of like 100 different things I could have used, but you can't like have a wax pot or anything. So we used the little strips like this and just rip them off our face. So we would just like do the best we could with that. Basically, it's like really hard to get onto your arch when you're doing it like that, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do sometimes when you want to like look nice. We would do each other's nails with the gel kits from Amazon. So like sometimes they would be a huge flop. Sometimes they would work pretty well, but if one girl had it, you had like 3 colors to pick from at most. So we were all like on rotation of the same colors, which wasn't the worst thing ever, but probably nothing that I ever want to do again, because I just like to go to the salon, you know? You know, like when you can go and get your eyebrows done and you can go drive to the salon and get your hair cut or get your nails done, like that's so fun and like such a nice feeling, and you feel just like so clean and good. On the cruise ship, they have a barber like room that you could rent out. And so like if your friend knows how to cut hair, you could rent out the barber room and get a haircut. Or you could just like go ahead and do it in your bathroom. It doesn't really matter. So those are really your only 2 options for getting a haircut. I went up to the spa 2 different times. One time I went up to get S&S on my nails, and another time I went up to get my eyebrows waxed. So I will talk about that, both of them. I went up to get my nails done, S&S, and I had to go on my 2 o'clock start. So like I've said in other videos, once a month we get a 2 o'clock start on a Nassau day and a Castaway day. So that already sucks because you can't get off the boat and get fresh air. You have to go up to the spa and get your nails done, because when they're getting like really ratchet and you're working like with your hands, you know, you need to look nice and presentable. So it's either no nail polish or you get them done. So I went up to the top to get them done because I wasn't gonna go get my nails done in Nassau, and judge me all you want, but I wasn't going to. And Castaway obviously doesn't have a nail salon. I think it was on a Castaway day that I did this. So I went up to the top, I got them done. They were nice, but they only lasted me like a week and a half, and it cost me like $65 for my manicure because the spa costs a lot of money. So when I got my eyebrows done, I got my eyebrows and my lip, it cost me about 75 bucks, and that was like before tip. So I was like, okay, that was a one and done and I will never do that again. That was like a treat. And was it worth it? Absolutely not. Like, I could have probably done better myself. But I just wanted to have that feeling of like, you know, going and getting it done, but it wasn't worth it. How the spa works for if you're working on the cruise line, people say like, oh, can I just like go up to the spa, or if I'm working on the ship, can I just like go to the spa and do this? You can't. So there are limited things that you can do at the spa. Your nails done, a haircut, and waxing are, I think, and it depends on the department you work for, the only things that you can do. And that's if you are a petty officer with a yellow stripe and you're allowed to go up to the spa anyway. So like galley workers and dining room workers are not allowed to go to the spa. Like, period at all. Yellow stripe and above are allowed to go to the spa to get only those services done. So you're not allowed to get massages, you're not allowed to get teeth whitening, you're not allowed to get anything else. Those are the only things you're allowed to get. So you have to like talk with your manager about like what they're allowing you to do, but it's not much. So it's not like you can just go have a spa day. Sometimes during your contract, you can get rewarded with going up to the spa. So like that's fun. That never happened for me during my contract, but I know it happened shortly after I got off the boat. All of the girls in the boutique got to go up to Senses and hang out in the rainforest room for a few hours after work that night. So that's really nice, but besides that, you really don't get to be up in the spa at all. Because the Bippity Boppity Boutique was, like, a lot of the girls had a cosmetology background, we would always, like, get really nice before we came into work because it's a really guest-facing role. You're in front of a lot of kids all day. You want to look nice, but also, like, these girls are very into, like, hair and beauty. So in the mornings, we would get up, we would go to work with our faces, and, like, sometimes our hair would be, like, whack. All these girls knew how to do, like, such good braids. We even had one girl in the boutique who came from hair braiding. So, like, we would get, like, these awesome braids in our hair, but then they stopped letting us do braids when we were in the boutique on each other. But sometimes we would like go into the changing room and like do cute braids, and it was like fun because it's like summer camp where, you know, your friend like French braids you or whatever. So that was a fun thing to do. But we're also not allowed to go up on deck and get our hair braided by the hair braiders. If anybody would want to do that, I don't know why, but yeah, it's not allowed. So as far as your bathroom goes and your crew cabin, I do have a crew cabin tour, and I will link that down below. It's very small. You open the door and it's like, you know, honestly, I really learned to love the bathroom because I loved that my shower head came off. So I was like never wasting any water. I would literally just like get wet, put the shower head back up, do my shampoo, do my body wash, and, you know, shower and rinse it off, which was great because it was a quick shower, wasn't wasting any water. You're in such a tiny space though, but you get very used to it very quickly. When you need to get shampoo or anything like that, you get off. So like you can go to the Walmart or wherever you go to get your shampoo. You just have to get off of the boat, and then there's a bus that'll take you to Walmart. And so if you run out of shampoo before then, I don't know, I guess you're gonna have to find some good friends that are gonna like lend you some because there's not really anywhere else to get it. There was 2 mirrors in the room, so usually I would just like sit on the floor in front of our door because we had a full-length mirror, and that's where I would like do my makeup and everything. I never had any issues because my roommate and I were usually, whoever was in my room at the time, usually on different schedules. So like we were never bumping into each other or anything. If you have 2 girls getting ready in one room at the same time, 2 people getting ready in the same room at the same time, it's like a very, very busy room because you literally cannot move in the room without bumping into the other person. It's like very, very, very small. Like before we go to guest drill, like every Monday and Friday, you would be putting on your life jacket as the alarm is sounding, and you're like punching the other person in the face, and you like can't get yours on, and it's like really hard to do. but that's your only option. But I digress. So personal hygiene on the ship, it's like kind of hard, but you can figure it out. There are ways around things, and I actually, one of the best things about having the really tiny shower is you could bend your leg and put it on the toilet seat when you wanted to shave your legs, because the toilet is right by the shower. Everything in there is like right next to each other. So that was kind of nice. And it's a little hard to get stuff done, but you'll figure out a way to do it. Plus other people know exactly what they're doing, especially if they've been on the ship for years. They know how to figure their stuff out. So, but that was a good question for whoever asked that. And yeah, I hope that you guys learned so much from this video. I know you guys love my cruise line videos, so I hope you continue to keep watching. Happy Teensy Tuesday. Thank you so much again. My name is Gianna, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.